Mr. President, can I go on, please?
Yes, thank you.
Order 122 and 123. I don't mean harm. I was only helping our work. I don't mean harm. I will read. Order 122 and 123. I read. Yeah, 22 and 23. 122 and 123. Can I recite? The President shall forward a certificate stating that he intends to appoint a person to any of the offices requiring the confirmation of the Senate. 123. Upon receipt of a certificate as referred to in paragraph 121, this above, the clerk shall distribute to each senator a list of the nominees in respect of whom a certificate has been received. The President shall make available sufficient copies of the relevant document. Mr. President, I was only trying to confirm something from the nominee, not to ask him a question. Now, he gave us certificate where issues are not clear on the certificate. And to be relevant, because we are doing confirmation screening, if you look at his age declaration, at the end of the pond where they sign it, no one knows whether it's 1923 or 1913. If the person were there, he will have said that, look, this is 1917 or 1927 or something. And it is important. That was why we are saying just clarification. And we are not even allowed to clarify. On the age declaration, it's a simple thing.
Distinguished Senator George Thompson Sekibo, what I have before me is readable. I have no difficulty with my copy, and I'm sure most senators, maybe it's only your copy. I really sympathize with your situation. You meant no harm, so your point of order is noted.
The Senate President there responding to the point of order raised by the Senator from Rivers State, George Thompson Sekibo, on some issues in the CV of the just screened nominee, Ambassador Zubairu Dada, who is a diplomat, on his certificate. The next nominee is making his way into the chamber now, and it's a very familiar face, Senator Ngige, who is not a new face, former governor of Anambra State and a former senator from 2011 to 2015 before he was made Minister of Labor and Productivity. And as is the tradition with the Senate, as we've seen, applied to some other senators, we expect that that tradition will apply to him, and he will be asked to take a bow and go. Senator Ngige was among those who showed up for the screening yesterday, but were not screened. The excuse was that his CV, amongst like others, were not properly distributed to the lawmakers. Now, only the nominees whose CVs are distributed will be screened, and he's here today, eventually.
Distinguished colleagues, the nominee before us is the nominee, one of the nominees for Anambra State. And this is one nominee that has passed through these very hallowed chambers. He also, of course, served in the previous cabinet, very distinguished Senator Chris Nwabuze Ngige Onwa. On behalf of our colleagues, I want to welcome you back into the hallowed chambers of the Senate, and this will be your second time of going through this process. We are in receipt of your CV, but you are still at liberty to highlight those issues in the CV that you feel very strongly about, or indeed anything outside of the CV that you think can be helpful to this screening exercise. Distinguished Senator Ngige, you can address your colleagues.
Your Excellency, the President of the Nigerian Senate and Chairman of the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Deputy Senate President of the Nigerian Senate, principal officers, the majority party, the leader, the whip, and their various deputies. My distinguished brothers on the left side of the aisle, who I left in that my former party when the party was not doing well, but they are still waxing strong. When the vehicle became rickety, I had to leave. So the leader of the minority and the whip, who is my boss as chairman of the Senate Committee on Power, Steel and Metallurgy, distinguished Aduda, I was his deputy, and other principal officers on the side, especially also on this side, my distinguished senators from my state, Anambra State, the light of the nation, the two Amazons who donated into Nigerian politics. They will always see, anywhere they see, they will visit and conquer. And the man, Capital Oil, the indomitable Capital Oil, who is also in this Senate. I don't think, Mr. President, I have much to say, rather than to express gratitude to these chambers for the honor done me by accepting me to come back home here and address you, and more importantly, to show my appreciation for the members of the 8th Senate. A lot of them are here, who took the minimum wage bill during my duty tour as Minister of Labor and Employment in the last government, and gave it an expeditious treatment that enabled our amiable president, president of the masses, to give assent so that the lowest paid Nigerian worker will earn 30,000 naira in the private and the public sector. So I want to say thank you to this chamber and the entire National Assembly for doing us that honor at that time. Thank you very much.
Senate Minority Leader.
Thank you, President, sitting as the chair. I think it is our opinion that having established his primogeniture in his opening statement, that distinguished Senator Chris Nwabweze Ngige, Igbo leader, should take a bow and go.
The Senate leader.
Mr. President, sitting in the chair, my distinguished colleagues, I completely endorse the position adopted by the minority leader. And I do recommend that the nominee to take a bow. So recommend.
Those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished Senator Ngige, you can take a bow.
Unexpectedly, Senator Chris Ngige is taking a bow, unanimously agreed by members of the Senate, having served in Senate from 2011 to 2015. Unexpectedly, as a former Minister of Labor and Productivity, the issue of the minimum wage was raised, and he appreciated his colleagues for passing that bill. Now, so far, the Senate has screened 9 candidates, 9 nominees today. The Senate screened 10 yesterday, bringing the total number to 19. And of the 19, 13 have now been asked to take a bow. 13 nominees have been asked to take a bow for one reason or the other, most of them being that they were former lawmakers at the federal level. Now, let's quickly take you through some of the nominees that were asked to take a bow. Senator Godswill Akpabio was asked to take a bow, same as Dr. Chris Ngige, as you have just seen. Sharon Ikezo was asked to take a bow as the first, but still as a woman, so the Senate claimed to be gender sensitive there. Timi Presilva, former governor of Bayelsa State, who served as a lawmaker in